My name is Lyle Sobba. I'm a director of bands at Garden City High School, and I'm a Crystal Apple finalist. I like to get kids to think about what they're performing, how they're performing, what they're doing. When the student has to make the actual decision themselves of what they're doing, it tends to help them relate back to their own life and keep keep their own knowledge in place and be able to start making their own musical decisions. I also believe in trying to keep every kid engaged. So even if I'm isolating a section, I try to find a way to include the entire ensemble with what we're doing isolation-wise within that section. Whether it be sizzling to keep pulse, or as simple as saying, hey, trumpets, I'm going to come over and see you at this section next. Sit and look at it, finger through it. The engagement's a big piece. In a band this size, you have to expect everybody to have a responsibility to follow through on something, especially when you consider the amount of leadership we have within this ensemble. Our marching band's 190 people. We have 2 directors plus a color guard coordinator. And that's, this doesn't happen without relying on students. So our students oversee all of our uniform stuff. Our students oversee most of our music handout. Our students, even for marching band, oversee the majority of our teaching of marching fundamentals. It's the only way this band survives. The really cool thing is that when you empower the students to take ownership of that, it becomes their band, and they take things very personally. When if a performance doesn't go the way that the students feel like it should have, they take that personally. If something doesn't happen as accurately on the field as what the band would like it, they step up and they say, this is something we want to fix. My goal is that when every kid leaves, that they're able to step in and become an important part of society. I want them to be a positive, productive adult within society. And I think that's all of our goals. If you really talk to every educator at the high school, it's really the goal, is we want the students to graduate from here and go out and be successful. The relationship within the band world is one that really is unique because there is so much time that's built into it. And when I say time, I'm not talking time that happens during rehearsals. I have students hit my door at 7 a.m. in the morning, and I'll have kids here until 5 o'clock at night, unless I finally say you have to go home. It's the time when kids come through that we're not rehearsing. That's when you build the relationships that really need to be built. But we have an awful lot of kids who are here because they feel like it's a safe environment, and they feel like it's a place that they can belong, and a place that they can come in and say, this is troubling me, what do I do? A lot of that happens outside of that class time. It's before school, it's after school, it's between classes, and it's just something as simple as seeing a kid in the hallway and saying hello, saying good morning, that I think builds an awful lot of that trust and that camaraderie that you see if you walk into our band